Instagram can't come on because of network issues. Oh man.
Why
Okay.
is someone commenting Yeshua on the food?
Don't mind
Your
them.
followers can be so someone.
So annoying. Are you answering them? All right, all right, all right. How are you doing? Yes, 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 yes. Somebody said, Daddy Freeze. Yella is taller than you because she's sitting on a taller chair and I'm sitting on a shorter chair. Yella is one of the shortest people in this house. Now she and Baby Freeze they drag currently. But if the taller chair makes you look taller, Yella when she was younger prayed that she doesn't want to be tall. And God answered the prayer. How tall are you?
I'm like
Three,
5'7",
5 or 3? 3'7".
5'7".
I thought it was like 3'7" or maybe 4 on the dot.
5'6", 5'7".
She's not short, like grandma short. I don't want to even mention which of the grandmas is short so that they will not come and be using cane to look for me in Lagos. So Falegan has finished in Kechi. Eh?
I knew you want to talk about that.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll just take a picture. Why people like this?
Send it to her. What if she wants to not talk about it?
I'll send it to her. Uh-huh.
But I didn't read the whole story.
Ah man, I don't know. I almost have the shape person head with knife. Oh boy, now wow. A knife sharp. Aha. Sorry, please get me tissue from there. My love, don't be angry. Yells, baby. Yells that says she does not want to be tall in this life. Ah.
Why are you telling them that? It's not like you're not telling the backstory.
Don't worry, no need.
Exactly. You
She's
can't tell
fine.
them that.
Aha. Aha. Yes. Someone said drink tea. Daddy Fizz is tired. I'm cuckoo tired though. As I came back there yesterday, I started doing. Try get tissue and sanitizer. Okay. Sanitizer is on the fridge. Bring. I'm obeying you people.
Why? Why do you think it's
That's what somebody said. So I'll sanitize my hands. Why now? Wow. See, that's the thing they fire. Why now? Wow. Sanitizer smells good, doesn't it? I put some of you whose perfume inside.
Who's?
You know, just spray some inside the sanitizer so it will not smell like spirit.
You don't know where I keep my perfume.
I do. It's inside your room now.
Where
Inside your
room?
shelf.
Which shelf?
Inside your room now.
Which shelf?
One of the shelves. I just went there. I just saw your perfume and I
What
sprayed
color
it
is my
inside.
perfume?
I don't remember. Machi was there. I shouldn't have put your perfume inside the sanitizer. Why?
My perfume is too good to be wasted like this.
How can it be wasted? It's sanitizer. We all have sanitizer now. Sorry guys. Yella is angry with me that I took her perfume and put inside our sanitizer so it can smell good. Why your daughter paint mouth this night now? Wow. Waiting she for paint teeth. Daniela also, she made up her spinal cord, but you can't see it. So since all of us want to be silly. Okay, guys. I would have loved to discuss with Nkechi blessings. We did live Jeje people they comment. I just sent her a message. So, big shout out to all of you. Now, our topic today is Japa. Everybody is relocating. Everybody I know. My estate is gradually thinning out. More and more people are leaving. I was in the UK. I don't know if I was with Simply Vic or with Pastor Toby. I know I was with one of them, and then I got the message from my neighbors. Now, because it was because of them that we put Baby Freeze inside the school he attends. Because Baby Freeze is very close to their little daughter. Beautiful girl. The girl Papa na black. Okay, the girl Mama they mixed. If you see this girl, a very fine small girl. Baby Freeze don't go pay small dowry, don't carry chicken, and one or two things go deposit for the house. Say once this girl grow like this, and go collect the girl. Only for the father to send me a message. And Baby Freeze has been going to school because they go to school together. We beg them to allow Baby Freeze to be following them to school in the morning. Now, I pay for the bus to bring him home. So they too now sort of, instead of going and coming, they also put their own kids too on the bus. So they used to go to school with the parents, and Baby Freeze would come back with their daughter via the bus. Almost, I was in the UK when the father sent me a message that they are relocating. I was heartbroken, because too many people are leaving, and I want to talk about it. And I want to hear your perspectives. I'm going to talk about it for 5 minutes, maybe a little more. Yella, you two have your 5 minutes. You tell them whatever's on your mind. One thing I'm going to beg you guys for is, those of you who are Japa, don't go and Japa abroad and start a war in Nigeria. Let me beg you down. Some of us are not going anywhere. Some of us are managing this Nigeria. Can your daughter clean the lip gloss before you continue? Maybe I can block you. Because if I block you, you will not have to see the lip gloss. You will just experience a rapture. You know who experienced any other rapture before? Black Mentor. Black Mentor. Try, they miss you yesterday. P2B people win Star Wars. I think they had 40,000, a massive victory. Article people no get 1 star that yesterday. Everybody come and say, where Black Mentor? Even Tinubu people try. Tinubu people, Peter Obi's team was so intentional about that Star Wars. They doubled Tinubu's team, and Tinubu's team started the winning first. You traveled, yay! Only you travel like Atiku can't they suffer. Atiku suffer yesterday, maybe you were not there. Oh, I felt sorry for His Excellence. I've not seen Atiku suffer the way he suffered yesterday on Star Wars. Chai, that yesterday, if you say you did there, I for make money die because people beat people for still win you. They're ready. They vex come that yesterday. Okay, somebody is mentioning my child. I will mention your destiny. By the time I'm done with you, you go home and see that your parents have drank sniper. It was shitty. If you talk about leave them to me, I will deal with them. Even you said like person with a child, you like those kind of parents where they beat you dead. Parents can't they beat everybody. Like I trust you. Hey. Anyway, so before we go any further, we also have to talk about taste buds. Join me, talk your own. Let me invite Nkechi Blessing. Anyway, taste buds.
taste buds.
Yes.
My mom is starting her cook and bake on the 23rd
My
of
money is
this.
that thing, my cook.
On the
Do you know some
23rd
people
of
even
this-
think you are taste buds?
on
Let me say, oh, Daddy
23rd of
Freeze,
this
taste buds
month.
looking so young today. What happened? I
On the
photocopied.
23rd of this month, it's going to be a 2 to 3 hour class, Monday to Friday. You guys
It's
can.
26th, or not 23rd.
Isn't it 23rd?
26th. Yeah.
26th of this month. Sorry. I'm
So,
just excited.
She's excited to register 48,500 naira per person, and it is online. Oh yeah, because of Yella, I want to see 3 people register. Let me even see. Because of this Yella, so that she can do new hair. Hey, so she can do new nails. Hey, make una dey support our wife and mother. Oh. Someone said, how old is she? She's not up for marriage yet. Don't worry. That's where your mind is going. And they always correct grandma when they say, I want to be at your wedding. I say, leave them. They are not married. Is this your wife or daughter? Both. Abby? What can we say? We can't be fighting all of them. She wants a ring. Not only ring. It's earring she wants. We will all support her. Go and register. The number is +234 909 644 8433. Go and register. Let me see you register. Then I will carry the pikin and give you. In fact, no dowry again. Someone said, I want her IG details. You will not get anything. Let me pay for your nails. Yella, someone wants to pay for her nails. No, register for course and learn how to cook. Not everything is toasting, babe. Someone said I actually learned a lot. Oh, Vidoma said she learned a lot from Tastebook's page. I can pay for her. Daddy Freeze, you are doing a great job. The number, not her number, is Tastebook's number. The number you use to register if you want to be part of the training course. You don't see fine girl, all of her eye don't blind, nose don't block, ear don't scatter. Can you see them? You are beautiful, you are beautiful. Register for the mother's class, I'll send her away. If I don't see 10 registrations in the next 30 minutes, she's going to go and sleep. Anyway, let me add the number so you guys can have access to it. Starts on the 26th of September, Monday through Friday. The number is +234 909 644 8433. It's pinned on my post. It's Tastebook's Cook and Bake. She's going to teach you how to cook local, continental, traditional, all sorts of dishes. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, I'll register 10 people. Register them now. Now. So that's how people come and make more grace. Oh yeah, register 10 people now. That'll be 485,000 naira, ma'am. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right, so let's go to today's topic. We'll be talking about this as we go on. Please don't forget to buy stars while you're registering and doing all. We're still buying stars. I'll say, yeah, last number, I beg. What time is from 3 p.m. Nigerian time? 3 to 6. Someone said, who will pay for me? That's somebody that has sense. Why don't you pay for that person so that she can attend and learn? But now remember that you have to buy ingredients, because as she's cooking, you're also going to be cooking.
And then she asked for pictures.
And she also asked you, no, if you are paying. Last time it was sponsored by Black Mentor. Big shout out to Black Mentor. So when he sponsored it, all that people were required to do was just post pictures and tag Black Mentor. This one, you are not required. You've paid your money. As long as you pay the money for yourself. If you like, put it on and be brushing your teeth on one side or be having your bath on the other side as your business, you've paid. But when it was sponsored, all that you required was to take pictures to show that you're actually cooking, not that you were just sitting down. Who should I pay for? Someone said they want to start paying for people who, please pay. Somebody has sent 100 stars. Welcome. Chide Ukomu, 100 stars. God bless you, my dear brother. It's 48,000 naira per person. It's a 2-week course starting on the 26th of September, spanning exactly 2 weeks from the 26th of September. Black Mentor. Oh my goodness. Black Mentor wants to sponsor 5 people. Come, don't joke. Anybody's joking with this thing, I will block you. Another person too wants to pay for 2 people. Oh wow. You need to learn how to cook like Yella. You think you just come and marry Yella? Someone said, please pay for me. I am here, sir. Just as some people are volunteering to pay for people, some people are volunteering to be paying for. Black Mentor is paying for 5 people. Let's ask questions. The price of the training is actually very reasonable, very, very reasonable. You will finish if you have a daughter that wants to marry, let her go through this training. Just 48,500 naira. Someone said I can cook more than Yella. Don't worry, she already has somebody who is cooking for her. I mean,
Yes.
how is he doing?
Oh. I said you now. You're doing fine.
Let me greet him.
Let it stop. You have stuff to do.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about the Japa. So we're here to talk about the Japa. Oh yeah, get pen and paper. Let's choose some people. All right, Black Mentor. Black Mentor is sponsoring 5 people. So he's going to choose the 5 people. While we're doing this, as he's choosing them, I'm going to... Okay, RSS White says, I want to pay for some people. Is there a way I can send a message to that person? RSS White, okay, wants to pay for someone. Thank you so much. But how do I... You know, there's a way you can message someone during a live. Go live, add moderator, follow. Yella, why don't you... Where's your account?
My account doesn't know. So you can help me mention the person, RSS White, to follow up. RSS White. Let me follow up. Oh. Is that the right? RSSE White. There's a Y there. Okay. Yes. Roseanne Enefiok wants to sponsor someone. So I'll just send her a message. Hi. Okay, so I've kept in touch with all of you. That's for Rosie. Black Mentor, Yella can get paper. Let me choose some people. Oh yeah, Yella has paper here. Where?
Oh, go and get paper here. Go and get. Or get your phone so you can chat on it. That's how some people's destinies will be chosen. Oh, Rosa White says she'll pay for 2 people. Wake your mother up. Oh. I wish I could bring taste buds here too. We are the night owls. Taste buds don't sleep since. Pay for me, please. I'm interested. Pay for me. Pick me. Pick me. Number 1, Miss Pretty Eyes. Okay. Let me take a screenshot. In fact, I'm taking screenshots.
Okay. Someone said I too like money. Number one, pretty eyes. Miss Pretty Eyes. I'll take a screenshot anyway. So I'll send to you. Don't worry, I've taken a screenshot, see. So I'll send to you. Okay, number one, Miss Pretty Eyes. Black Mentor is paying for 5 people. Okay. Number 2, Baby Chichi. So Yella, write them down, but I'll also send it to you. You guys have to have internet too. Okay. Taking the second person. God bless you, Black Mentor. Wake your mother up or come and attend to this. So it's your mother will give somebody assignment and disappear and sleep. And we go the hustle. Black Mentor's already picked number 1 and number 2. Okay. Okay. Omo. Blackman, I did read message from Pastor Toby. Number 3. Have you seen number 3?
Yeah.
It's right here. I'm taking screenshots. Okay. Don't worry, I've taken screenshots so I can send to you. Number 4. Okay, number 4. Okay. And then number 5. I'm a Black Mentor. Okay, so remaining one more. Black Mentor has picked number 5. The other lady who's chatting me up, I'm good. Thanks for the good work. Thank you, sis. Plus 234 909 644 8433. That's her WhatsApp. Okay. Why didn't you reply? I'm here, Samento. Somebody says Samento. Hey, somebody don't buy me stars. Make I greet the people where they buy stars. Very important people. Benjamin Okaku. Benjamo. Hey. 500 stars straight up. God bless you, brother. Okay. All right. Black Mentor, where are you? The lady, what's her name? The lady. All right. Okay, number 5 is complete. Oh, wow. Black Mentor, don't pick number 5. Well, I don't see number 5. Okay, Sugar Plum Boss. I'm taking pictures of all of it, just in case there are any there's any confusion. All right. So thank you so much, Black Mentor. Black Mentor is a very wonderful guy. He has picked 5 people he's going to sponsor to hey, Mysticness, haven't seen you in a while. Eh? Yalla. See Debbie. Deborah.
Where?
Deborah came to my live one day. Somebody said, Daddy Freeze, you brought a stripper to church. I said, Deborah, now the only stripper if you read Bible. Oh. All of them are they here and I know they read. Fine girl.
Is she a stripper?
She's not a stripper, but that's what they call that. Do they have sense? Wow, we've not started the show. We're just people are just dear and beautiful daughter. Thank you, beautiful Debbie. Debbie is a fine girl.
Yeah, I said that. Oh, thank you.
Come, Deborah, how tall are you? Let me even ask you. Someone say even if she is, but she's not. Big ups, Black Mentor. What are we talking about? Yes, we're talking about the jack buying. Black Mentor is supporting our sister Taste Buds. Thank you all so much. You are 6 feet. Oh boy, that means that small I take tall past you, and when you wear heels, you go tall past me. You know I'm 6'1". This one looks taller than me. This one is 4'5" or 4'6".
I'm 5'6".
Ah, let me not just cover you up. So, the topic today is people jack buying across the country. Big shout out to Black Mentor. Thank you so much, Black Mentor. I appreciate you. Abuchi Okoli also bought 75 stars. I appreciate you, but I appreciate Black Mentor the most for coming through for 5 people. 5 people today on Taste Buds show. Someone said, wow, 5 Debbie says you look 6 feet. This one is 4 feet. I'm just adding the 0.3 or something for her so she'll not faint. So let's talk about the 2 sides of Japa. The diaspora and the diaspora. Some people leave Nigeria only to end up poorer. It is hard for you to end up poorer if you leave Nigeria right now, because Nigeria is in such a mess. Unless we want to be lying to ourselves. Some of us, by the grace of God, live in Nigeria but are not in the Nigerian economy. I say this with no pride at all. I would say it is God's doing. But I can imagine those people who are stuck in Nigeria. You guys have no idea. When to leave Nigeria, our tickets cost nearly 9 million naira. Just to go out of Nigeria. How many? When I was working on the radio, how much was my salary? That I will use 9 million to buy 1 ticket. You know? Aside that, you can't even spend money abroad if you live in Nigeria. You enter inside the shop, like we entered one shop and bought the most expensive burgers we've ever bought that was tasteless. You know, you can't. I don't know how people that live in Nigeria now and earn Nigerian salaries, and it's not like they work for multinationals. If you are a banker in Nigeria, for instance, I doubt if you can make ends meet. I doubt if you can make ends meet. You will struggle. And Nigeria is losing a lot of professionals. I just today part of the Nigerian dream. We were in the UK, internet will not go, light will not go, nothing will. Nigeria, you come home, before you know it, everything will go. You know? Someone says, meanwhile, I can book ticket to Nigeria for only $1,500 from California. That ticket will be economy. And $1,500 is nearly 1 million naira for an economy ticket. For an economy ticket. I remember there was a time when I was working on the radio and my salary was 366,000 naira. And at that time, a dollar was about 160. So I was earning about 2,000 plus dollars working on the radio. That was my monthly salary, aside from all the perks, the MC, all the play. So I could live on my salary. Not comfortably, but if I wasn't making any money, if no other money was coming in that month, on my salary, I'd be able to feed, I'd be able to do a few things. Maybe not pay school fees, because school fees have always been extremely expensive in Nigeria. But I would at least be able to feed and manage myself. Listen to what Mistakeness is saying. Economy class to Nigeria with Lufthansa is 1,900 euro. Imagine economy. You now want to fly business. You will spend nearly 10 million if there are two of you, or 5 million if it's one of you. No one says, Daddy Free, I have an important topic to discuss. Let's hear this important topic. I give you 30 seconds. If your topic is not important, I yank you. And I can consider. Lowest. You understand? So, someone said tickets originating from Nigeria are more expensive. Yeah, I'm in Nigeria. Where can my ticket originate from? What perfume are you wearing?
I don't want perfume.
Okay, is that diffuser?
Maybe.
Smelling nice.
Maybe I don't smell good. What did you now smell?
It
Maybe
smells good for someone who has not had a bath today.
I've had my bath today.
I don't believe
Yes.
that. So finally they brought light. That's even for us that live in an estate where we have 24 hours light. Someone says school fees for private school. You can't put your children in a public school in Nigeria unless you are on a mind-altering substance. You will carry your children and put on a local school in Nigeria. You want to mortgage their destiny. You don't want them to add up and become anything. They are not seeing you here. Put head. So here's the thing: diaspora or diaspora. Let me allow I said taste buds. Let me allow Taste Buds Junior to talk.
Like normally I wouldn't have a problem with like people relocating abroad, but my problem is it's in the situation of this country that people are relocating abroad. And the thing is, it's the professionals that are leaving. Do you understand? So what we are left with behind isn't enough to actually cater to our economy. Do you understand what I'm talking about? It's just like I wish the government could put a ban on Nigerians leaving. Do you understand? Because I'm sorry, like
you want them to roast you today.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, you want to leave. The thing is, I would want to go to but for a holiday or so. Do you understand? But the thing is, you're actually leaving your country behind to burn. Do you understand what I mean? Like, who's paying taxes? Who's like, how are we going to survive? Do you understand? Like, the thing is, okay, maybe if you're just thinking about yourself alone and it's normal, we're human beings, you understand? You're going to save yourself and your family, and you're going to want to jackpot. Do you understand? But like, I'm not even trying to be religious and say, oh, be a good person and like help your country. But like, I'm just saying, if they take all the professionals away from Nigeria, who's actually going to build Nigeria? Who's going to help? Okay, God bless Nigeria with what? Human resources. Everyone is there. Like,
the country doesn't care. They should put ban on professionals. Oh, I beg.
not that they shouldn't like.
Someone said because you were born rich. Someone said we'll send money home. I don't cuckoo Japa. You cannot keep me there. My dear, that country ain't safe. Please Japa if you can.
No, now I'm thinking about it. They're saying, okay, you were born rich. You were born like. Forget that. No. I was born rich. Let's just leave it like that. Do I have a point or not?
She has a point.
Like, that's just it. Do I have a point or not?
You see? We all want a better Nigeria, but nobody wants to be there to fix it.
Understand? Like, okay, I was born.
There's no zero sacrifice. Mary, how are you?
I don't remember last
Where
time
are you
I went
calling
abroad.
from?
You think I don't want to travel?
I'm calling from Canada.
Ah, NEPA carry light reach there.
I mean it's how do I put it? I'm taking a walk.
Oh, okay.
It's dark already.
This kind time you don't take a walk in Nigeria. The walk will take you. In Canada they take walks. In Nigeria the walk takes you.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I just hope, I pray that I'm looking forward to a Nigeria that will be better. Honestly. Like I'm looking forward to a Nigeria that will, that will be at least conducive for us. But it's just sad. It's sad. And I hear your point. Sorry, what's your daughter's name?
Yella.
Yeah, I hear your point. I hear the point about, the brain drain where we have Nigerians, professionals migrating, and then the country is left with quote unquote chaff. But the truth is, Nigeria is not helping. You find like a full-grown adult, you graduate from school, you're looking towards, making a living for yourself, taking care of people who have raised you, and you're not even able to do that. When I was called to the bar in 2015, my starting salary was 60,000 naira. So what are you going to use 60,000 naira for? I couldn't even use it to throw my car. I was still living off my dad when I graduated. But here, you migrate, you have transferable skills, like you can, maybe if you're a lawyer, you can transfer your skills, you can work in HR, you can work in, you don't even have to do a low job or a minimal job when you come here. When you come here, you can transfer your skills as an engineer, a lawyer, or anything, an accountant. You don't even need to do like an extra course yet before you can start making at least $60,000 a year. And then maybe after taxes, you fall on 40,000. With that, you can start with an apartment, you have a small car, you can get a line of credit. You can start living your life, you can start building, you can start doing things. When Nigeria, a graduate that graduates, if you're even earning 500,000, they'll say you're earning too much money, but you can't really use that for anything. The country is really a sinking ship, and a lot of people don't want to be there when it capsizes. It's really bad.
Now, my problem is everybody runs away. Let's take a look at China, for instance. China was built, and China is China today because everybody stayed back to fix it. They didn't run away to the UK or to Ukraine or to Russia. Chinese people stayed home and fixed China. Today, they're all the better for it. Another example is Singapore. Another example
you
is...
learn about Singapore in economics.
Yes.
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 But the problem is that these countries you just mentioned,
Yes,
did not force their people to stay back. These countries you mentioned.
No, they literally did. Go and study about China, brother. They did. Go and study about China and Singapore. China closed their country. They closed their entire country. Till today, you cannot use normal Facebook in China. China's rules are very strict.
That is different.
But we are talking about China and
Chinese don't want the Facebook to alter the algorithm of what their people see. That's the difference. Now,
but do you remember that? Hold on, let me tell you the history of China. Let me break it down to you. In 1960, China was in the middle of the Great Chinese Famine that consumed 50 million people, about a quarter of Nigeria's population. The famine started in the late 1950s and extended to about 1961. China was submerged in poverty. Singapore, too, before they got their independence in 1965, was a very poor nation, and they got their independence in the middle of poverty. Now, what happened is the people stood back and fixed Singapore.
yes, the people stood back and fixed Singapore with a government that was willing to fix Singapore. We cannot be fixing Nigeria with a government that is stealing our crude and sauce.
Now, this thing you are saying, How can you say the government? I disagree with that mentality. I'm so sorry. I know the government is not up to par or whatever we think, but you can't say they're stealing. Which crude are they stealing? Who is stealing the crude? The bunkerers are stealing the crude, not the government.
No, the bunkers are no longer stealing crude. The government is stealing crude.
Can you prove this? You see, you are this another thing I have with Nigerians.
Can I say something? The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
Okay.
The presidency is an institution, not one person. So the presidency comprises of the president, the service chiefs, and his cabinet. So if the Navy will let 3 million barrels of Nigerian crude cross Nigerian waters,
that means they are in on it.
Cross Nigerian waters, and now Equatorial Guinea Navy, they catch that vessel. Then the chief of the
let us talk. Hold on. Let us talk about the Nigerian Navy. Do you realize, have you ever sat down to take a look at Nigeria's security budget for a year? Our Navy is under... So wait, bro. Let me tell you this. You see, I understand when people have issues with the government, and I respect that. But you see, we also need to understand that we literally, our Navy is... Can the Navy actually fight the bunkerers? If the bunker... No, they... Why do you think this? Why do you think the... Wait, no. Are you the one going to give them gun?
They are underfunded.
They are underfunded.
Daddy Freeze.
Yes.
I was born into a military family.
Baba, forget all these things. I'm a man of numbers. Our entire military budget for a year. Listen, Nigeria's entire defense budget for a year is about 7 billion. What can that do?
Daddy Freeze. I am telling you that even the speedboats in Nigerian waters, you are not allowed to have certain amount of... Once the engine capacity of your speedboat exceeds certain amount of cc, the Navy sinks it. So there is nothing that is happening on those pipelines.
My brother, if Tom Polo them carry their ship, Navy no fit sink am.
Daddy, please, can you listen to me? This Tom Polo you're calling is just like you telling me that these bandits in northern Nigeria are stronger than the Nigerian army. Daddy, please, one day you're in Nigeria. One day take a trip to 231 Reconnaissance Brigade.
Baba, forget all the... Hold on. Do you know what Israel's defense budget is? 20 billion. Israel is less than 9 million people.
Daddy Freeze. Yes, Israel's defense budget is...
My brother, Nigeria is underfunded. This thing you are talking about is impossible. Why hasn't Nigeria defeated Boko Haram? Let me ask you a question.
Are you telling me
why hasn't Nigeria defeated Boko Haram?
Are you telling me... what?
Why hasn't Nigeria defeated Boko Haram?
Because the military is milking up Boko Haram. They're making us feel out of Boko Haram.
All right, we have somebody here. Let's hear his point of view.
Yes, hello, Daddy Freeze.
Yes, hello. Go ahead, sir. Good evening.
Okay, so I want to say that he has no idea. Let me start by saying that, look, I can tell you that Nigeria's military budget is one of the lowest in Africa right now. I can tell you, look, go and Google the numbers.
Nigeria's military budget is one of the lowest in Africa.
Okay.
All of you saying the guy is speaking facts. Hold on, sorry, the two of you. All of you say the guy is speaking sentiments. But you see, Nigerians are used to seeing sentiments as fact. You want to hear that your government... Wait, sorry.
Numbers of people. We have people, right? We have the heads, but we don't have the money. Let me tell you, everything deals with everything. No. If you are talking about military, you have to speak money.
No, bro.
My brother, there is no military without money.
Daddy Freeze. Money is important.
Money is everything in the military.
No, Daddy Freeze.
Are you going to go and fight with catapults? Are you going to go and be throwing stones?
Your counting heads was in time of the Bible. Now you need money to buy bombs.
Now stone, you won't go there, go they throw.
Daddy Freeze. These bunkers ways, are you telling me that they are stronger than NSS Pathfinder?
Yes! No need for argument. 100%. Why you listen? Listen. Why do you think the government went to sit down with Tompolo?
Can you allow me educate you?
Oh yeah, hold on. Let the gentleman that came also talk.
Can I educate you?
Bro.
Okay.
I was born into this one. I'm a cricket medical. You cannot be educating me about
Sentiment. You were born inside some. Okay, my mother is a professor of law. That means I know the whole law.
People are milking out of this. That is why they are not letting the military do what they want to do. Nigerians, why you guys wake up?
Can I let me educate
Forget
you?
it.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you
No,
something for
listen,
example.
that's what they
The
have.
policeman is
You know how poor these
from
countries.
right? Is the IG aware of what that policeman is doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are they?
Yes,
We'll
sir.
discuss about that.
It's
There's no
not.
money
It's
anywhere.
not.
Hold on, let's allow this gentleman also to talk. Then John, hold on. Let's allow this.
Look,
Do you know what they call these mosquitoes?
I'm coming.
see.
Hold on, John.
You know that
You know what, John? I will take you out and bring you back. Let this guy also talk. John, you are not letting this my guy talk. John, just calm down a bit. Is it that you calm down and you let him talk, or I bring you out and bring you back?
Okay.
So let's hear him. Bros, let me hear you.
Okay, see. Let me tell you something. See, what is happening is that now you have to first of all look at how Nigeria demography is. The problem of our crude is that the Southerners are angry. You have to understand. Now, you remember when Tompolo's agreement was reached, other communities were angry. Why were they angry? You have to first of all forget the military first or the navy first. You have to also understand the demography and the places where these things happen. These are their own communities. Communities are powerful on their own. It's just like you going to Niger State, or you understand Niger State, and say you want to take the uraniums from there, and that is Nigerian military. If those people in those communities are not supporting you, the Nigerian military is not strong enough. We need community building in supporting our military. That is the truth. If those communities are not in align with what the military is doing or what the navy is doing, it won't work. For example, you just spoke about the navy ship that the navy commander is aware of it. He might not be aware of it. What the person you will be talking about is maybe the person that was deployed to the place. What will he do?
Bro,
What will he do?
Can I say something?
Okay, you can respond.
That the things I'll say it on your life. Anybody can put me anywhere.
Okay.
Before any tanker person, bunkering, carry what you call profile in the Niger Delta, they get the clearance from the Navy. Without that clearance, Navy can arrest you. And that clearance is enough money. Now,
Why they never arrest Tompolo? Why they never arrest Asari?
You want to go arrest?
Daddy, please, I don't understand what you think these people are.
My brother, let me break it down to you. Hold on. Let me break it down to you.
Let me make one submission.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, please. I have been in the oil and gas industry for the past 10 years. I have worked in various production platforms in Nigeria. And I'm telling you categorically that the amount of losses Nigeria is recording is not from bunkering. Those pipelines are high pressure pipelines. Let me come to you from the professional point of view so you know that I'm not capping. Those pipelines are high pressure pipelines. Bunkering no go fit make those sizes of gold to tip 80% of what left a production terminal on its way to Bonny terminal. That was what happens to Tony Lumelu's company. Right now they are struggling. They pumped from their production pipeline, their first pump to Bonny terminal.
Okay, so it's the government that is holding it. It's the government that is
Can you relax and let me educate you? Let me educate you.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. There is a subsidiary of the NNPC called DPR, if you don't know.
We all know now. So DPR is the one. John, this is where you the yarn.
What do you think is the function of DPR? What do you think is the function of DPR?
No, continue.
No, you don't know that you don't know.
That is not the problem.
The function of DPR is if Ajib has a production platform and Ajib is pumping 1 million barrels of crude on that production platform, there are flow meters on that platform. DPR comes to make sure that the calibration on those flow meters are accurate, because in measurement and instrumentation, if you understand what I mean, if you calibrate a meter with a factor of 0.6, that means for every 100 liters that passes through that meter, what you're going to read is 60 liters.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So now, when the DPR officials that are supposed to be on those platforms and at the export terminals get there, you IOCs bribe them, and they don't sit down and do the calibrations properly. So you cannot tell me that you are letting the calibrations of the meters that should read how much barrels you produce in the hands of Ajib, Shell, and the rest. No. So a lot is going on. A lot is happening.
Okay, I want to also correct you in some of your notions and your beliefs. I will tell you one thing here. There is something called an endemic corruption. It's in all of us as Nigerians. You need to wait and listen first. This endemic corruption is in all of us. We are all carriers of it. It's just like a disease that all Nigerians by birth are carriers, right? My son might not be a carrier now because he was born here in America, right? He has never lived in Nigeria. Maybe if he start living there, he will be a carrier, all right? As a Nigerian, I am a carrier, I won't lie. I can bribe anybody. There is nobody I cannot bribe. In fact, I can enter my way. Even in America here, I can beat the line, the queue in the airport to get to the front, even in America, because I'm in Nigeria, right? It's in my blood. There is a way I will do it, I'll get to the front. So what I'm trying to point here is that as a Nigerian, we want shortcuts. That's what is happening. When people
this is not about shortcuts.
Let him talk. Let him talk. You have talked, John.
Hold on, let me talk. What is happening is that when people are given positions, right? They use their positions to make money. They use their positions to get funds in. That is not necessarily 100% the government. It is all of us. Hold on. I'm sorry, hold on. Wait. Don't worry. I know what I'm driving at something to prove a point that, look, sometimes we blame government for everything. But processes and some things that happens might not always be only government that this thing. I'm trying to see, for example, when a military commander or a navy commander is hired to that area, what will happen is that people might corrupt him. Even if he's not corrupt, he will be forced out.
Sir. No.
Even
What you're doing right now is absolutely wrong. Because what you're doing.
No. You see, my problem with you, John, is you don't want to hear.
Okay. No, excuse me, madam. That it is in every Nigerian because the leaders allowed it to exist. For example, excuse me, can I say something? Yes. Make me Minister of Petroleum.
Is that not what Fashola said? Is that not what Bola Ige said?
I am not asking you to make me. Okay, I can make money. I'm okay. I don't need that.
I know if I do the president and I hire you, you will steal. I can promise you.
Don't insult me. That's an insult, please.
I'm sorry.
That's an insult.
I'm sorry.
Don't tell me. If you are a thief.
My brother, we are all thieves. That's why Nigeria is the way it is.
I'm not a thief. I've never stolen public funds, and I will never steal public funds.
Because you are not in the position.
See, what he's trying to explain to you is that corruption is so endemic.
It's endemic.
Madam.
Hold on, can I finish?
Every system is corrupt. The responsibility of the government is to build institutions to strengthen institutions that
Should I explain to you what Spain did? Let me explain to you what Spain did to stop some of their corruption.
Okay, let me
explain something.
don't
For example, let me tell you
explain to you what Saudi Arabia did. That's
Okay.
making them one of the highest producers of crude oil right now. If you go to the office of the Ministry of Petroleum of Saudi Arabia, there is a big, massive screen that has all the valves in Saudi Arabia being monitored.
Okay.
Hold on. Uncle John, Saudi Arabia's military budget, defense budget for 2022 is $50 billion. That's more than what Nigeria made in crude oil in the same year. You don't even compare them. Saudi's defense budget is more than 2 years of Nigeria's oil revenue. Why won't they have screen with
That is not defense budget.
So what budget is it? I'm just explaining to you how much money is at the disposal of the Saudis.
People asking that if you go and put camera in the creek, what will the camera do in the creek?
Say now the camera won't go whole bunker.
Here in New York, let me tell you, there is a shop close to me here. The guy said even with camera, thieves will come and point a gun at him. Camera does not hold a thief. Let me tell you another thing. See, what some countries, for example, countries will call a way to stop corruption. I wanted to give an example of Spain. What Spain did is they passed a law to say every contract that is given must be printed like a billboard. A billboard will be printed first, placed in that location for up to 3 months for people to argue it. The people in the community will say, this contract cannot be 3 billion naira. For what? This small road? People will argue it and sue that government to court. That's what they did. With that, they were able to reduce the corruption in Spain. Right? I lived in Spain up to like 15 years before moving here. I'm just telling you that every government has to create a way. What you will say, we should create a way to cut our situation. That's what we should answers. You should provide answers for what?
So what you're saying,
Yes.
That Nigerians are responsible for the coup attempt.
It's true. We are responsible for our safety. The president is in Nigeria.
So you're saying that bunkers are the ones that are stealing. Nigeria used to produce 2.1 million barrels of crude oil.
Yes.
Right now, let me blow you people's mind. Because as of 2 days ago, I was on a telephone conversation with the chairman of Pengasson.
Okay.
And Pengasson is threatening to shut down every production pipe platform in Nigeria because they are tired. They are saying that we cannot be risking our lives producing this crude for people to just kill and sell. Even Pengasson knows what's going on. Even Pengasson knows what's going on. Listen, I'm telling you with my full chest. Bunkers don't get the capacity to thief half of Nigerian crude every
They
day.
do. They do.
Bunkers.
I can assure you that they do.
Bro, do you know how bunkers work?
Okay, finish John.
They make a small hole on the pipe and steal. So if that small hole can take 80% of the crude, I don't understand. It's physics. It's physics. Bunkers don't make big holes on the pipe. That small hole that they make, the thief small.
Should I tell you what's happening to Nigeria? Should I tell you? For example, what's happening to Nigeria now is politics. You need to understand. Look, this is the reason they are telling Atiku, right? That's the reason people like Wike, right? They are telling Atiku that the power of South and North is important. Balancing. Look, we have had, let's be truthful here, we have had a very nepotic president. I'm not against him, right? But that is the issue of Nigeria. Now, remember that before him, there was an issue of the people like Tompolo coming out and all that, and peace came out from it. Now, what is happening is every mineral resources from the north is not being recorded. You need to understand that. It's not recorded. When the Igboho came out, You need to know the genesis of this whole thing. Why did Igboho came out for agitation? It's because of mineral resources in the southwest. It's being recorded. The gold from the southwest is being recorded, and everything from the southwest is still recorded today. Even the kings were supporting Igboho because of what Igboho was standing for. You need to understand the genesis of this whole thing.
What do you want me to understand?
Oh, sorry, hold on.
All right, I want to bring two other people. I'll leave the lady because she has not spoken much, but the two gentlemen, you guys iron out your issues. I give you 30 seconds. Let me bring some other people.
Okay, so let me tell you, if communities are not supporting the Navy or the military, it will not work. Get it now.
It cannot be seen.
It's just a simple logic.
Why not the past 20 community? Why they talk like this? How many communities?
All right, guys.
Sorry, can I say
She never got anything.
That's why I want to leave her so she can talk. Let me remove the men. They don't turn them to fight. My dear sister, talk. I will bring some other person. They don't turn everything to fight.
First of all,
you are fine. You are looking very fine today. Oh. You are looking very radiant. Please. Now talk.
Thank you. First of all, even like when I was in school, when I studied environmental law, oil and gas, even my master's, I had it in energy and mining. Even before oil companies can come in to do anything on any native land or any community, they have to consult the community members. So definitely you need the community. So what you were saying about you don't need the community, you don't need any corporation, you need the community 100%. You need to get consent from them. I agree with the chiefs, I agree with the people in charge, and then see how much, see what you're going to bring to the community. You bring education, you bring toilets, you bring road, corporate social responsibility. You do all those things for the community, and then you keep to it. That's the only way the oil companies or whoever is doing some form of drilling can go forward with their projects. And then the aspect of Nigeria, I feel like Nigeria, the individuals surpass the resources. We are too much. We are actually too much. Look at the UK, how many are they? 60-something million. Even Canada that is here, Canada are like 40-something or 40 million. We're not a lot. The reason why the US can thrive, they are about 300 and something, close to 400 million. The reason why they can thrive is because they're actually rich.
I'm not bringing back John. John is capping nonsense. Let me tell you people something. All these people saying bringing back John. John is in Saudi Arabia. Wait, let's talk about oil. Because you work in oil and gas doesn't mean I'm an illiterate when it comes to the energy sector of a country. Nigeria does not even have a super giant oil field. You are talking about Saudi, the world's largest oil reserves. Saudi at a point had more oil reserves than the rest of the world put together. You are in Saudi Arabia saying they are putting camera. The money they have in Saudi Arabia and the money they have in Nigeria, is it the same? Are you joking? Saudi Arabia's military budget, defense budget for a year is $50 billion. That's what Nigeria makes in 2 years in oil. That's our entire revenue in oil for 2 years. I stand corrected. You are telling me you are using Saudi Arabia. Listen, let me tell you something. The guy in red that I removed gave you the answer to everything. As long as Nigerians remain Nigerians, your government cannot work. Your government is not an institution built by Canadians or Ghanaians or Ukrainians. It's built like people like you. Communities will frustrate the efforts of the Navy. How much is a soldier's salary in Nigeria? Have you bothered to ask yourself that? So you think that the salary is 100,000 naira a month and somebody comes and gives him 5 million and say, look away, we are going to pass the pipeline. You think he will not look? Do you think you can bribe an American police officer? Let me tell you something. In my mother's country, Romania, police officers do not pay rent. They do not pay NEPA bill. Their salaries are normal salaries, but they have so many perks. You will be stupid to steal as a police officer, knowing what you have. What does a soldier have in Nigeria? What's a policeman's salary in Nigeria? John should calm down. Let's say he even came and was just offering his idea, okay, and the other. He was just like he knows everything. It's a lie. Listen, you are in Saudi Arabia. Let me show you facts. You were born in the military. It's like me saying because my mother is a professor of law and she has educated 200 sons, that means my mother is the whole authority of law. You can't say that. What is Saudi Arabia's budget? What is Saudi Arabia's population? Saudi population. Look at it. 34.8 million. That's their population. And they have that much money. What is Saudi GDP? Just do Saudi GDP and measure it against their population GDP. Saudi GDP is 700 billion. What is Nigeria's GDP? I know it in my head, 449 billion. What's Nigeria's population? 200 million. How do you expect it to fit? Is your government mad? Yes, the government is stealing. Yes, government is allowing stealing, but you too, that you are not the government, you're also stealing. You're as bad as the government. The government has 449 billion to deal with 200 million dingbats, while Saudi has 700 billion, almost double what we have, and less than a quarter of Nigeria's population is 50 million. Saudi has less than 50 million. There's nothing to compare. Is it Israel? Do you know what Israel's defense budget is? 20 billion. Israel is less than 7 million people. If you look at our GDP and you look at our population, that's where you know that Nigeria has a problem and they are stealing the oil. If they were not stealing the oil, if they gave back the 100% of the oil, the government still cannot work. We need to sit down and start diversifying. Nigeria has fundamental problems. They are not government problems. They are constitutional problems. They are mentality problems. The way we were all raised. Just drive on the road. I'm just coming back from the UK. Let me tell you, in central London now, last time I was in central London was earlier this year. Between earlier this year and now, or last time when I was in central London, I didn't take notice of it. This year, they say 20 miles per hour. Once you just drive into central London, you just see everybody crawling 20 miles an hour. Why? So you don't overtake bicycle and go. Everybody is riding their bicycle peacefully. In Nigeria, they will make law that bicycle will have right. Motor with splash water push you away. You go carry your bicycle, they ride inside dustbin. 20 miles an hour and everybody's up. I just noticed that my driver was just walking one by one. I said, bros, what's happening? He said, no, 20 miles per hour. The next day we went there with PT as we just pulled in with the S-Class and the McLaren and like 4 Range Rovers in convoy. Everybody just slow down. Can't they go with McLaren of 200 miles per hour? Then they go 20, as in crawling. If they tell you to follow this place in Nigeria, you go past one. You see, sometimes you need to understand that until you can carry Nigerians and remove the Nigerianness out of them, you will keep having the same results. You keep having the same results. I'm not a supporter of this government. But let me tell you, the government is not our problem. We are our own problem. We are our own problem. Small wahala now. Everybody all wrong. Go Canada, wrong. Go Saudi, wrong. Go Dubai, wrong. Go wrong, come out. Who will consider and fix the problem? The Saudis, did they run and leave Saudi? Did the Australians run and leave Australia? Did the Chinese run and leave China? Somebody said the Chinese ran to America. A few of them migrated to America. Go to China, you see all of them there, 1.4 billion of them. Someone say, yes, so if you drive more than that, you will get a ticket.
Sweet ticket too.
You will get a ticket in the UK, 20 miles. But you will see Ferrari, go just enter that central London, go just conform, just they go. Nigerian man, drive Ferrari. That's 200 miles per hour, they say that Ferrari go do. One do one for Lekki. Which police want to arrest them? When behind them, they drive with 2 armored trucks of soldiers.
You don't even need to drive it. So just screw the police like this and give him small money. That's the end. You drive 500 hours, 500 hours, and nothing will happen. But really, like, I think Nigeria, despite the fact that we are not fully funded, I still think that we can, what we have, I think we can still work something out.
Guess who's back? Mary. See who we have here. DJ Bongoli.
Good evening. I'm sorry for joining late. I just came back from the gym. So, and then I saw what you guys were talking about, and it's a very interesting topic because it affects every one of us. There are some certain misconceptions about our oil and gas in Nigeria. And Nigeria actually, the cost of drilling a barrel of oil is about $20. It is one of the highest in the world. So if it is $20 now, imagine during, I think it was 2019, 2020, I think 2020 to be precise, when oil was selling for $35 per barrel, $30 to $35 per barrel. Now imagine how much it will cost to drill that oil. So people see, for example, like our quota is 1.8 million per barrel right now, but Nigeria is just making 1.08. Just last week, NNPC reported, NNPC PLC, because it's now a PLC, reported that it went to 980 something thousand barrels per day. So we're not even getting to our 1.8 that they give to us. And our budget typically puts it at 1.2. So now there's what they call joint venture. So let's give an example, because right now the price for the barrel of Brent crude is about $92, $93 per barrel. Nigeria has three main crude oil that we sell. They sell Kwa Ibue, they sell Brass, and they sell Bonny Light. So Bonny Light is the one that is almost the same price as Brent crude. So let's imagine it's $100 now. You are already taking $20 out for cost of production. That doesn't go into Nigeria's coffers. Now, you now have what they call joint venture. Now, we don't know the sharing formula between Nigeria and the international oil companies, IOCs. So when Nigeria does its budget, Nigeria will budget its income based on how much barrel of oil that they project. Now, I see people, when I came, I saw people talking about the Tompolo contract. Now, with the Tompolo contract, for example, I feel it's a good deal for Nigeria.
Me too, 100%.
Nigeria says that, according to NNPC, Mele Kyari, which is their boss said that Nigeria loses about 200 to maybe 500,000 barrels per day. That is what they talk about. And all that stuff. So imagine you losing 200 to 500,000 barrels per day. Multiply that by 365 days. Now, imagine the 10 billion contract per day that they are talking about. I don't want to do the math here and all that stuff, but when I did the math, when this project or this contract first came out, it's like paying somebody 10% to get back 100%.
Technically.
So it's like, rather than, so that 200,000 barrels or 300,000 barrels per day that we are losing, okay, now if I do the math, I'm paying somebody 10 billion per month to secure it, then that will end. That is what the government is thinking. And then we can even make more. And then I'm going to get more. So imagine if it's 100, let's, for example, 500,000 barrels per day increments right now. Multiply that by $100. Multiply that by $100. That tells me that is $50 million per day. Now, take 20% off in cost of production. That's minus 100, but that's minus $10 million. So that's $40 million. Then split that into two in joint venture. Let's say 50-50, for example. That is $20 million per day that Nigeria is making. Then how much am I paying Tompolo to secure those places? So we say it is 10 billion naira per year, right? So let's divide 10 billion by, let me say, 500, for example. That is converting it into dollars. So 10 billion, that is like maybe $2 million, is it $2 million or something like that? I can't remember from the top of my head. So I've used 2 million, yes, that's why I said 10%. I've used 2 million to get 20 million. Isn't that a good deal? Mm-hmm. And moreover, do not forget that this man has a security outfit. a security outfit. And by having a security outfit, is gainfully employing people.
Yep.
So it is not like, oh, they went to get some, because he had issues with the federal government. When the Buhari regime entered, he ran away. He ran away. So by running away, they settled whatever they had to settle and they brought him back. So now let us go back to the Nigerian Japa relocation. I, as a person, I want to come back home to Nigeria. I want to come back home to Nigeria. I want to serve my people. I've always said that. And the thing is that we are having serious brain drain in the country. And if we all are leaving, who is going to fix the country? Because we all that are in the diaspora, for example, we send about $20 billion annually. That is what the CBN records. That is what the CBN records. 20 billion. Now imagine all the monies that doesn't go through CBN and all that. So maybe that's 30 to 40 billion. And it is called black tax. So we that are in the diaspora are not even progressing like we're supposed to. Because when we make this money, we send it back home. And then the people back home are trying to leave or are living. I don't blame them for a better life. But who is going to fix the country? Then you leave the country to people that do not have good quality education, both formally and informally. And you want them to run the country. And then you keep on running the country to the ground. And that is why I, as a person, have put it upon myself that I will come home to come and make things better. But I am an employee right now. I am not an employer. So I have to get myself together first. I have to get my family together first before I say, now I want to come home. But I want to come home. I see the cup as half full. And I hope that people are supporting people back home. I hope that people do not talk down on people back home. I hope that people do not talk down on Nigeria, because we need to love Nigeria. A lot of us don't love Nigeria. A lot of us always come here and act like, oh, we love Nigeria. No, we don't love. If we love Nigeria, you will not go to the embassy anywhere around the world, because you want to travel to Nigeria, you pay an extra money so that I can get your passport quick. You that are giving that person that money and that person receiving it, is that not corruption? Or NEPA wants to cut your light at home. You say, you know what? Take this 2,000 naira, take this 3,000 naira, don't cut my lights. Or you went for special center, JAM special center, WAEC and NEPO special center. We can call it on and on and on. Every people can come here and say, no, we don't know anything called corruption. I don't have a corrupt all my life. The system. And like I tell people, Nigeria system. I tell people, if you take corruption out of Nigeria, we'll be poorer in Nigeria. You will get till we become richer, till we get it right. If you take corruption out of Nigeria, Nigerians will be poorer till we get it right. Everywhere, almost everywhere is corrupt in Nigeria. But the change starts with us. We have to be good followers to make good leaders. Our leaders will not come from Adam. And we should stop having plenty children in Nigeria. Children that we cannot what's the word? We cannot cater to. Like the rightfully said, Nigeria, when Nigeria got our independence, we were 45 million people. 45 million people, yes. Today we are at 210 million. The UK, as at the time Nigeria got our independence, was 55 million. The UK is 65 million now. I did a math one time. Yes, I remember I did a math. Do you know Nigeria's budget? $45 billion at this time. Nigeria's budget. Nigeria only budgets about $200 for every Nigerian. $45 billion divided by 210 million. Now, but South Africa, for example, South Africa, I think there are 60 million people in South Africa. I think 60 million, that's their population. And South Africa's budget is about $120 to $150 billion. Do you know how much that goes? That is like, when I did the math, 120, for example, at 60, that is $2,000 per South Africa. Then let us go to almighty Brazil. Brazil's budget is about 900 billion. Brazil and Nigeria have a population of about 200 plus million people. 210 to 20. Brazil's budget is $900 billion. Divide that by 200 million people. That is 4,500. Where Nigeria's budget. But where am I getting the numbers from? Anything that I say here, go and Google search. I do better when I'm not even writing. People that are saying where are the numbers? As I'm saying these things, go and Google search. And if I'm wrong, put it here. Put it here if I'm wrong, but that's fine. So that is why we talk about diversification also. This diversification problem started in 1970. Is the war that Israeli 5-day war that caused this problem? Because Nigeria that was making about $500 to $600 million annually on crude oil saw it skyrocket to about $5 to $6 billion because of the Arab-Israeli war. Now everybody left all of our industries. Everybody left agriculture. Everybody left healthcare. Everybody left education. All of these things that would diversify our economy, and then face crude oil alone. And then they removed the embargo that they placed on them. And then when they removed the embargo that they placed on them, then oil price crashed. There was an oil glut. Now Nigeria was left to go and borrow using the SAP program, the Structural Adjustment Program. And that is what ruined us till now. Those are part of the significant times that significant situations that happened to the country. Honestly speaking. So today is not the day for me to talk about all these things. I just want us to realize that we need to do better as a people. We need to love Nigeria. We also need to stop having plenty children. That population is putting so much stress on us. Yeah. Please go to your local government. Local government does what's it called? That is where you get your family planning. A lot of people don't know this. It's in the Nigerian Constitution, Schedule 4, 1999 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, amended. Right. Yeah. Nigeria, the local government is in charge of family planning. Go there and go and learn about family planning and all that stuff. Stop putting stress on Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't make money. Our revenue this year is going to be maybe 6 billion naira. Do you know what happened in first quarter of this year? Nigeria, our revenue was 1.6 trillion. The money we went to borrow, to service our debt was 1.9 trillion. So we didn't even make enough money to service our loan. Nigeria had to go and borrow another 3.09 trillion naira. Because our total expenditure in the first quarter of 2022 was 4.6 trillion naira. And then the money that our revenue was 1.6 trillion. We are not making money in Nigeria. We are a poor country. People don't realize. We have the potential to be rich. Nigeria has the 9th highest reserve when it comes to natural gas. Nigeria has a pretty decent reserve in crude oil. And all that stuff. We have the potential, but we are not rich. We have the potential.
Thank you very much, Bongoli. I want to allow the next lady to say something, the lady who is in darkness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I love everyone.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
I wonder why people were attacking Bongoli. He brings out facts. You don't like the facts. You can't change the facts. My dear brother, Uncle John, the other time, was just bringing sentiments. Or telling that Saudi Arabia has camera. Okay, so if you put camera for whole winch.
Even that camera itself is not for money.
Do you know what? I have been to Dubai before. Every street corner, when you look up, you just see camera everywhere. The whole police, you see, you can't compare these nations that have vast resources and a small population. Saudi Arabia has been a wealthy nation for the last 500 years, and they are not up to 1/4 of Nigeria. Do you know that in 1960 Nigeria was 45 million? Sorry, yes, Nigeria was 45 million. Britain was 55 million. Britain was 55 million. Romania was 18 million. Today, Romania is 19 million. The UK went from 55 million to 65 million. Nigeria went from 45 million to 210 million. More than the government. Your parents are the problem. Your parents are your grandparents. All they did was they just benched. Looking for boys.
Let me add something here. The cost of production for crude oil, for a barrel of crude oil in Saudi Arabia is about $5.
Nigeria is about 20.
What did you say, sir?
I said in Nigeria it's about 20. 4 times that price.
Yeah, Nigeria is about 20. So Osibajo, the vice president, was talking a couple of years ago as to what kind of technologies can they bring to reduce that. Because if they reduce the cost of production, there will be more money for Nigeria to share. with the joint ventures. So we all need to understand all of these things.
Oh yeah, take care. Mary wants to say something. First of all, anti-darkness. Yes.
Yeah, I was asking a question quickly. You said something about Nigeria having high reserve in natural gas. So why is it not on tap? Because here, heating, air conditioning, everything here in Canada literally stems from natural gas. No joke. Heating, everything.
So let me explain. When it comes to natural gas, there's a lot of capital that needs to be invested. It costs a lot of money. So Nigeria has what's called the NLNG.
Yeah.
So let me use the cooking gas, for example. So natural gas consists of a lot of cuts. So when I mean cuts, we're talking about methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane. I can go on and on. Octane, I can go on and on. So you need natural gas plants. So NLNG, for example, initially was just to get more forex for Nigeria at the time. Nigerians were not using gas to cook initially. But as time went by, we were using kerosene before. But as time went by, we started transforming to using using cooking gas. Now, Nigeria imports about 60 to 70% of its cooking gas because we don't have natural gas plants to meet that capacity. Now, if we have natural gas plants to meet that capacity, then we can be able to provide natural gas into homes. But now, here comes piping. Who is going to invest hundreds of billions of dollars into natural gas plants? Because when I mean natural gas plants, there's a lot of large equipment. I don't want to go into too much details here. There's a lot of large equipment you have to put in place. It's like a refinery. You have to put all of that in place. Who is going to finance that? Who is going to finance piping? We live in a country where if you put piping today, tomorrow someone will go there and uproot the piping and sell. That is human behavior. That is our behavior. Now, let's talk about the GNI per capita. That is the purchasing power of Nigeria. Nigeria's GNI per capita, that is our income, gross national income per Nigerian, is about $2,200. That is very, very low. So Nigeria is a third world economy because economies are graded into different facets. You are from $0, your GNI per capita, to $1,085. That is the lowest economy. That's why you find Sudan, Burundi, South Sudan, and co. Then you have from $1,048, this is according to the World Bank, to $4,225. That is where Nigeria lies in. Then whether you like it or not, Lagos ranks in the second. Because when you do the math, Lagos is between 4,225 to 13,205. Now, countries above 13,205 can afford all of these things. Will you as an investor come and invest in Nigeria because of all of these factors? Do you know that our electricity is subsidized? Because you need natural gas to run the turbines. Nigeria's electricity, we pay the cheapest electricity, one of the cheapest electricity in the world as we speak. We pay as low as 10 kilowatts per hour, 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So it's going to take a lot of humongous investment for foreign investors to bring their money in, for them to tap into our natural gas reserves. And now again, they are going to exploit us. Now again, the other problem that we have is the people that do these trade deals for us. So everybody wants to put 1% or 2% in their pocket. So you are not doing it for the interest of Nigerians. You are doing it for the interest of your pocket. That is why trade deals don't go too well. Because when it's trade deals, that means what I'm making, you cannot make it, so I'll sell to you. And we as Africa, this goes back to independence. We have been disadvantaged because previously, before the World Trade Organization, we used to have GATT, Gathering of Trade and Tariffs. World Trade Organization just came up in 1994. And when they did that GATT, they said, you know what, you Africans are trying to claim independence, right? We will not trade with you people. And again, cost of production is quite expensive in Nigeria. That is why it is easier for you to import all of these things. But now, Nigeria just signed a contract today. The Buhari regime just signed a contract with Morocco to run piping from Nigeria to Morocco so that they can service Europe with natural gas because of the war between Russia and Ukraine. So today, they just signed that contract. So hopefully, that will make some money for Nigeria. But where would that put the Nigerians themselves? We're going to refine that's part of the deal. Maybe they should have signed that if I'm selling this natural gas to you, you also create natural gas plants in my country so that I can keep my people job. And then we can have natural gas that we can use for electricity and also for cooking gas, which is mixture of propane and butane. Yes.
All right. So we can round off. There's somebody there. Final comment. The lady in black. We never hear you talk.
Daddy Freeze, this my brother has broken all the legs on the table. I don't have anything to say. I wanted to talk about our population because.
Can we see your face, please? Can we see your face? We don't like the fact that one side is dark.
Daddy Freeze, I no get light, no vex.
Nah lie. Big shout out to Aniat Avoshwani who sent 2,500 stars. Big shout out to you, my sister. Yes, continue.
Yes, Daddy Freeze, population is our problem, I think. Because, okay, for example, there was the day I traveled to a country and I called my friend, I'm like, oh my, be like say people know they this country, and she's like, hey, yeah, you're used to Agbero life. And it's true. We're already used to Agbero life. So like the whole thing is pathetic. And the issue of corruption, there is corruption everywhere. There is corruption everywhere. I listened to one or two people speak. There is corruption everywhere. It's just that our own, the level at which we are going, if we don't put a stop to it, we are crashing. Because it's like we are sitting on a keg of gunpowder and nobody is saying anything about it. The problem we have in Nigeria, it's multiplying by the day. The question is, what are we doing? What can we do? It's okay we talk about it, but what is the action we are putting in place to stop these problems? So many things. Our schools, I looked at the secondary school I attended, the primary school I attended. I'm like, what is this? And nobody is saying anything. We just sit down and say, oh, there's a problem. So how do we solve the problem? I think we should start thinking about that too in Nigeria. How do we solve the problem?
All right.
The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting
poorer.
What do we do?
We're going to continue with this conversation. Let me allow Bongoli to go. Mary, thank you so much. I'll send you a DM. Thank you for bringing peace to my life today. Thank you so much. Yes.
1 minute. That is 1 minute. Let me explain corruption in America. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay.
When we talk about corruption around the world. So this is corruption in America. Corruption. So as a politician, you get into office, maybe as a senator or as a rep. Then somebody comes, they don't call it bribery, they call it lobbying. Then you come and lobby and say, hey, sign this bill into law so that my company can get this contract. Then you as a politician that is working towards that company, you go and buy shares in that company. You go and buy shares, put insider trading. So when you buy shares in that company, then when they pass it to law, the company shares skyrocket. You have made money. Thank you very much. That is corruption in America. Thank you.
It doesn't affect the people at all. It doesn't affect
Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for everything you've done. I need to shout out to the lady who just bought 2,500 stars, Aniat Avoswahi. Aniat, thank you so much. Doesn't look like she's Nigerian, but she just bought some stars. I love that. Big shout out also to Dele Omole. The beginning of the problem goes back to resource control. Niger Delta oil is for the Niger Delta. Do I agree? I don't know. Chido Ukonu bought 100 stars and Abuchi Okoli bought 75 stars. Today we're not doing Star Wars. There'll be a day where we'll come and do Star Wars proper. And let's see who has the spending power. Big shout out to Team Tinubu yesterday. They came second. But yesterday, the biggest shout out goes to Team Peter Obi. They won the Star Wars. Congratulations, guys. I did a poster for them. Big shout out. So, guys, take good care of yourselves. Love you all. And the conversation continues tomorrow. We have so much to talk about. Thank you, my very beautiful darling.
All right, thank you very much.
Today was Hot Nigeria Gist.
Love Nigeria. One love.
One love to Nigeria. Bye.